Hello and welcome to episode 5. Alright, so today it's episode 5 and it's not stunts, it's safety. Because our stunts are getting more intense, more dangerous, and we've realised we need to talk to you about safety, equipment, ways to do it, places to practice, things like that, and even how we started. Okay, what I'm going to talk to you about first with the safety episode is hats and head. The best hat to wear, if you actually want to wear a hat, because you're not comfortable about going on your head, is a beanie hat. Hopefully you've all seen a beanie hat. You can get them from market stores and stuff, they're quite cheap. Another thing, if you do wear glasses, like me and Dan, you can put them to one side. But if your vision isn't very good, then it's best to keep them on. But the only reason why you take them off is just in case you do a roll or you do a jump and you hit the floor, and they can actually come off. So if you have to, wear straps on the back of them. We don't, because what I do is I just tighten them up just so they fit my face a bit better. Alright, now I'm going to talk about the torso. So this includes body, arms and hands. Alright, so first of all, body. You might see me and Ollie wearing some fancy tops like this, has a ton of diamantes on and costs £35. Now we're doing this just so we look better on camera, right, and because, well, it's a film basically. And you don't want to wear this kind of clothing when you're doing stunts. If you see us, we're wearing a jacket over the top most of the time, unless we're inside, and then we don't bother. But when we're outside, if you got a fancy top on, put a jacket or something on, like a hoodie or something. But basically, to save you time, just don't wear a top that you like and don't want to get dirty, because not just going to get dirty, it might even get damaged. And next, hands. You can wear bicycle gloves, which most free runners use, and basically they're just a bit padded and they're used for when you're riding a bike, so it don't hurt your hands after a bit on the rubber. And they're perfect for holding on, because as you see, my hands are shredded. And this is because I don't bother with gloves. And when you're on, say, a bar and you grab on, your skin starts to crunch up. And it can hurt a bit, and it just hurt them because it's wet and that hurt. But yeah, so 1, don't wear tops you want to get that you don't want to get damaged or dirty. 2, wear shoulder pads if you're scared, but please try not to. And 3, wear cycling gloves because they're really good for grip. Okay, what I'm going to want to talk to you about is the legs area. The reason why I'm going to tell you about this is what you want is either some baggy material for your legs, or wear shorts. Shorts expose your legs a bit more, so if you do come down onto your leg, you could hurt yourself if you have shorts on. Good idea if it's hot and sunny is wear shorts. If you do want padding, wear something that does have quite long legs on.
3/4 are a good option as well, because they're not shorts but they're not full length trousers.
Yeah, 3/4 are good, like Dan's just said. That's if you want to wear something in the middle, of course. Otherwise, the best trousers you can get are ones that are quite baggy, just so they give your leg a lot.
Like jogging bottoms.
Yeah, you don't want to wear jeans because they're really tight on your legs. And also, a little tip: you don't want to wear belts. Mainly because if you do go down and you actually go on, you can actually hit your belt, like the buckle on your belt. That could actually hurt you if you go down your front, or the belt itself could actually slide up and into your side, so that could actually hurt. Okay, now I'm going to talk about feet. Alright, so as you see, I've got a pair of Converse baseball boots on. So these are good because they're bendy. They're really, really flexible. Like, I can get that part of it all the way to there if my foot's not in it. I'm not freaky like that. So it's good when you're climbing, because if you want to bend your foot round an obstacle, you can do. But as well, the other kind of shoes best for lands and everything are shocks. So things like Nike Air Max and things like Ollie has. And basically what it is, the way they're made, they have little cushions of air inside. And as you land, the 2 layers compress,
and it's like a cushion. These are good for when you're landing because it takes a lot of the impact off. Baseball boots not as much, but it does take some of the impact off because the sole is about up to that blue line, so it's quite thick, but not as thick as the Air Max. And things like those new Skechers trainers that have come out, where basically any trainers that are where the soles are really thick are gonna be good. Don't try high heels because yeah, they're thick, but they're rock solid. Any trainers that have like soft soles and very thick soles are the best because they compact in and the cushions basically, and that's what they're made for. They're made for running and things like that, because when you're running at a high speed they compress in when you're running. So yeah, baseball boots and the Air Max are the best sort of trainers to go for. Normal trainers are good for speed and everything, but parkour not so much. So yeah, that concludes what clothes to wear, and see you in the next part. Alright, so now we're going to talk about safety, safe environment, things like that.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is talk about the home environment. The whole point of the home environment bit is just to tell you how safe you can actually be doing parkour. You may not think that parkour is a safe sport. It isn't, but the best way to learn it is in a home.
Yeah, what you seem to forget is, many parkour people, well, free runners basically, will tell you this in interviews on TV and things, and will tell you this as well. The people who are doing all these mad and stupid stunts basically, like jumping from one building to another that's, say, 15 stories high.
Or even just diving over a bench, you know.
They've practiced in a safe environment first, and they hate it when people go out and try and do those stupid stunts straight away and be stupid because they've not actually practiced first in a safe environment. That's the thing with parkour. It's not just going out and doing absolutely crazy stunts. Because it's all about self-control, practice, stamina. All those things are a key factor in parkour, but the main one is practicing in a safe environment. Don't practice in a safe environment, you're stuffed basically.
But like we've said, you need to learn in a safe environment just so you get used to the outdoors environment. And also, if you can't do things in a safe environment, it's not a good idea to try them outside, because of course if you're in a house and you have your parents in the other room, you go and crack your skull open, well then nothing's going to happen, apart from the fact you'll be rushed to hospital obviously. But it's safer because your parents are right there. All you've got to do is go and scream for help. So, you know, if you do go out in the streets and you know what you're doing, but just take a rucksack full of simple things, you know, like drink, food,
first aid kit.
First aid kit is a big thing.
A change of clothes as well would be a good idea.
Yeah, just in case
the worst thing you want to do is having to walk home with a massive big rip in the back of your pants.
Or just have your top shredded off.
But don't forget, the bigger the bag you take, the more stuff in the bag you take, the worse it's going to be, because then you're going to have less energy when you come to do the stunts. Take as little as possible, just take the necessary things, like water, maybe a couple of snack bars, a bit of money so then you can go out and buy food, instead of buying it before you go, so then you don't have to carry it around. And a first aid kit, the basic things, plasters, bandages, some paracetamol, things like that are all you need really. It should only be a little small bag that you have to take. So yeah,
I think that is all we're going to need for this part of the safety episode. There will be one more bit, but we'll explain that in a minute.
Alright, see you later.
See you later, guys.
Alright, so now we're going to tell you a bit more about training. We did a whole episode on this, well, 2 if you count the bloopers, but yeah. So, first of all, weights. Weights are a really easy and effective way to build your arm muscles up. Now, these are adjustable weights. It's a 10 kilo set. We've got 2 here.
You can get them from the Decathlon. They are really cheap.
Yeah, they're
just
about
for a
a
note,
tenner each. So there's 2 bars here. So it was £20 for 2.
Just for a note, this is exactly the same weight. This is they both now have exactly
the
the same
bar
weight.
weight's 2 kilos, so
Which
it's
is really
less than the dumbbell. And then on here we've got 2 kilos on either side, and again just the same basic workout, sideways as well, and then hold it out.
Oh, just by the way, one of the hardest weight training to do is to sit down and do that arm one. It's impossible. I'm not joking. It is really hard. Like, it's like that bunny hop thing. When you look at it and when you actually do it properly, it is so hard.
So next, let's go on to the other sort of gym. Now, we've done weight gyms. The other sort of gym is a gymnastics gym. And this is brilliant because a lot of the stuff in parkour is orientated around gym. So, like, the front flips, originally gymnastics.
Back flips, wall spins, round offs, just general, and now even the shoulder roll was gymnastics based stuff.
Parkour is for stupid idiots who can do gymnastics, basically. That is the simple way of doing it, and the basic way of explaining it. Parkour, like I said, is orientated around gymnastics.
Now, because we're doing parkour videos, not gymnastic videos, we're teaching you this at home, but the best, probably even the safest place to do any parkour training is actually to do it in gymnastics, because it's such a safe environment. Even the floor is bouncy. I mean, you could do a front flip, back flip, you can do all that stuff standing on a gymnastics floor, but at home environments the floor is either concrete or grass. They are not bouncy. Trust me on that. Oh, just one more thing about the whole weightliftings, and if you do have a trampoline, if you do go on it at half an hour a day, just have it consistent. If you always have it consistent, your muscles get bigger, you'll get stronger, and you'll be able to do a lot more stunts quite a lot quicker.
And not
also,
just
your confidence will just rise immediately.
And not just that, the best thing to do is, if you've got a trampoline, start off at 10 minutes. After, say, a week or so, go on to 15, then 20, then 25, then 30. Don't go to big numbers straight away. So yeah, Ollie's not here while we're finishing, but yeah, that's the end of the safety episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, what we're here to tell you about is how safe the home environment really is.
It's not.
Okay, like Danny said, it's not safe at all.
Well, it is safe, sort of. It's safer than the streets, so we're not trying to put you off here.
And it is safer. It's not safe at all, right? It has its padding, it has its safeness.
Like everything, it has its pros and its cons.
Yeah.
With parkour, nowhere is completely safe.
Absolutely not.
I mean, you could go to a gymnastics club and it's not safe because, you know, if you fall and you're on dodge, you can still damage something.
Yeah.
Just because it's padded doesn't mean it's safe.
I mean, when Danny did a forward roll before, he kneed himself in the face, and that was on a huge line of cushions. It just shows you how safe things really
By the way, that was on the bloopers of episode 4.
But just to give you an idea of how unsafe things really are, I have recently, just before it was lunchtime, it's lunchtime now, just before lunch I cut my elbow, and that was just swinging on the bar at home.
And I skinned my elbow, like took some of the skin off just by vaulting.
Over a bed, literally. I'm not... So.
But like I said earlier, it's like stuntmen say, it will hurt.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't damage anything.
Yeah. But unless of course you're really stupid and you actually go over a gate, you catch your feet and your face plant on the floor, but that will hurt, but it won't break any of your face. It won't break you. I mean, unless of course you're jumping off a building and you just drop, that'll hurt.
Like
yeah.
down there, but you've got to be pretty stupid to do
down
that.
there